Hi, welcome to my compound interest poster session. In this poster session, we're asked the question that if in 5.5 years we're going to need money for a down payment on a new pickup truck. So to accomplish this, we purchase a CD in the amount of $5,000 that compounds annually at 2.5% interest. So at the end of 5.5 years, how much money are we going to have? That's the question. So we're asked to decide what formula to use, and if we're familiar with one, to use that. So in my case, I decided to use the F equals P times 1 plus R over T times to the power of N times T. And why? Because I kind of recognize it from last semester, and because it kind of looks impressive. Okay. What are my elements? I have F equaling the future value, P equaling the present value, N equaling the number of compoundings, and T equaling the time in years. And each scenario has all of these elements. So I made a little chart of all of the scenarios, all three, and here's what it looks like. So we know in each case which the elements are: annually, monthly, and daily. So F in all cases, we don't know what the future value is, so that's what we're looking for in all of them. P equals the present value, and each one is $5,000. That's what we start with. N is what changes the most, and annually, that's pretty easy because it's per year, so that's 1. Monthly, then we're looking at 12 months in a year, that's 12. And daily is 365, for 1 for each day of the year, because it's compounding every day. So the time in each case is pretty much the same, except for the first one, because it compounds annually, then we only get to count 5 years because they don't go 5.5 years. You'd have to go to 6 years for the next compounding, so we only get 5 of those years. And the other two, we get to count all the months and all the days, so they're both 5.5. In scenario 1, annual compounding interest, our formula looks like this, and I'll just read it this one time through and then give the answer on the other two. F equals 5,000 times 1 plus 0.025 over 1 to the power of 1 times 5. F equals 5,000 times 1.025 to the 5th power, which means that F equals 5,000 times 1.131408213, and on it goes. So you take 5,000 times that, and what you end up with is F equals 5,657.041064, and on. So the answer is, if I invest $5,000 in a CD that has an annual compounding interest of 2.5%, in 5.5 years, I will have $5,657.04. In scenario 2, what you divide your percentage rate by, the 0.025 changes to 12, and then it's 12 times 5.5 for your power. So your answer in this case then is, if I invest $5,000 in a CD that has a monthly compound interest of 2.5%, in 5.5 years I will have $5,736.19. And I got 19 cents by rounding up the 0.188021 to 0.19. In scenario 3, the daily compounding interest, there again, the 0.025 is divided by 365, which is the number of days, and then my power is 365 days times 5.5 years. And my final answer is, if I invest $5,000 in a CD that has a daily compounding interest of 2.5%, in 5.5 years, I will have $5,736.98.